Hello guys, welcome to another session in Quantsapp, and today we will be learning about how you can avoid myths in the market in your investment and you can adopt safe investment, right? So this video will be on that particular subject. Now before starting the video, if you are new here, you can go in the description. There is the link of Quantsapp Wealth application, so you can download and install the Quantsapp Wealth application from there. After some registration, you will get free tools that will help you in your investment journey. Okay, also we have the video library, so we have a pool of videos there. Okay, they are based on various strategies as well as all tools. Okay, so you can go and check them out. Right now, at any point of time, if you guys are having any kinds of doubts or query, so you can contact us. The number will be shown here. Okay, and we will be there to sort your queries out. Right, so chalo start करते हैं आज की videos को. So first of all, we will talk about various myths that are in investment, right? And together we will I'll also tell you some solutions how you can avoid those myths as well, right? So let's start. Okay, so the name of the topic, that is the mutual fund unmasked, debunking myths and emphasizing safety in investment. ठीक है, so I'll also provide you some safety measures, right? So पहली slide पे चलते हैं, that is the introduction to mutual fund, right? Let me select the marker from here. Okay, now mutual fund introduction. So we have given the introduction of mutual fund many times, like it is a pool in which the investors provide their money and then your fund manager will invest those money in various sectors. Okay, it's sector, the sector you can say in a sector, or it can be a diversification. There can be a diversification also. Okay, right, a portfolio which includes various kinds of stocks from various sector. You can say some from IT sector, some from FMG sector, some from infra, some from other sectors, right? So what I said, it is a pool, you can say. Okay, so many investors put their money here. Okay, and then this pool of money, it will be invested in various sectors, so there will be a diversification. Okay, and that is how you get your returns on your investment. Okay, so it is also written here, you can see that. Okay, now let's see what are the myths that are in the investment market. Okay, so we will see that what are the myths. Okay, so the first myth that is coming in front of us, that is high risk only. So some of the investors think like when you are doing investment in mutual funds, so there is a high risk, right? But is it so? Okay, if we will see the research and observation, so it is being said that 90% of the investors, 90% of the investors are making money out of investment, right? So yes, if 90%, but if you will say in the trading, so there are 90% of the person who are making losses, right? Because investment is a safest option, you can say, right? But it will take some time, so there will be a time, because in trading we do intraday as well, right? So there is a risk involved, a high risk involved. But when you are doing the investment, right, so it is for a longer time frame, right, and less profit as comparison to trading, but it is a safest option. You cannot say safest option, but as comparison to the trading, it is a safe option for the investors, right? And also when you are investing in a diversification, okay, so there are so many stocks from various sectors, from IT, FMCG, as I told you. So if there will be some volatility in the market, for example, there is a sharp fall in Nifty, right? So there are so many stocks from various sector. Okay, so they will not get impacted. The overall portfolio will not be impacted as much the market, right? There may be some stocks that will go down, but it will be averaged out by the other sector stocks, right? So that is why the diversification is the important thing that will help you to remove your risk from the investment. Okay, so that is the thing. Now you can say, okay, now what are the mutual funds or the sector in which we can invest for to lower our risk? Okay, so as it is written here, we can invest on bonds. Okay, so overall you can invest in debt funds. You can invest in debt funds, right? Debt funds will include low risk. Okay, low risk, but your profit, your returns will be less as comparison to the active ones, or you can say equity funds, right? But if you want to go with the low risk, so yes, there is some opportunity, there is some option with which you can lower your risk in your investment, right? So money market funds, you can also go with this, right? And you can also go with the passive ones. Okay, passive ones, so these are the ones which only replicate which only replicate the performance of Nifty 50. They don't take that much of risk. Okay, so you can also go with this one, right? And there are many more examples. For example, you can go with the large cap funds. Okay, large cap funds, they don't take that much of risk. Then we have mid cap. Okay, so in mid cap the risk is moderate, so you can also adapt this one. Okay, and if you want to take low risk, then you can avoid the small caps, right? It will provide you good profit but consist of good risk as well, right? So that was the thing. So that was your first myth, but that myth is not correct, right? There are still so many ways how you can avoid high risk in investment. Okay, so that was the thing. Okay, let's see the myth number second, that is only for the wealthy. Is it correct? So the answer is no. The investment is not only for the wealthy or the mutual fund. Why? Because another common misconception is the mutual fund only for the wealthy, right? But agar in reality mein dekhe, so it is also available for the people who are not that much wealthy. Agar main SIP ki baat karu, okay, so you can start your SIP with 500 rupees as well. Okay, per month या फिर quarterly you can invest 500 rupee, and that will also be included in your investment, right? So it is not correct that like it is only for the wealthy people. There are so many options with which, if you are having a low income, or if you are not that much, if you are in middle class, okay, so you can still make investment in mutual funds, right? So because there is a range of investors, okay, and there are a range of sectors and range of stocks, okay, which includes and consists of, you can say, consists of less capital, okay, which needs less capital, but at the same time they can provide you good returns as well, right? So that myth is also not correct here. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, and in the next one we can see understanding the safety measures. So mutual funds incorporates various safety features such as diversification. So I have told you already about the diversification, right? Professional management, right? Now first thing is that your mutual fund is managed by professionals, right? We say them the fund managers, right? And fund manager also don't want to risk his job, right? So that is when he don't invest your money in a very risky trades, or you can say risky investment. Okay, he only go with the benchmark hugging. It means if the Nifty is performing good, so he will go with the stocks of Nifty, or the stocks which are performing good in the Nifty. He will replicate the performance of it, right? He will always go with he will invest more of his capital. For example, if he is having 100%, okay, so he will invest 60% in the large cap because of low risk. Okay, then you can say 25% in mid caps, okay, and the remaining ones in the small caps, okay, because the small caps consist of large risk, right? So they are professionally management. The management is very professional. They keeps on researching, okay, they keeps a track of the past market as well, right, the historical data, and regulatory oversight, right? Regulatory oversight keeps on researching various sectors as well, global market as well, right? So that is when it will lower your risk appetite. Then these elements work together to mitigate risk, making mutual funds a safer alternative compared to individual stock investment, right? So if you are planning for it, then you can go for it. It consists of low risk because of all these options, right? Okay, I hope it is clear हो गया होगा. Okay, अगर कोई भी डाउट रहता है, you can also mention in comment कोई भी डाउट रहेगा. Then the myth 3 is the guaranteed returns. Are the returns that are shown in investment, are they guaranteed? So the answer is also no. The returns are also not guaranteed. Why? Because yes, it is true that there is a low risk, but still there are some risk. And for example, if you can say mutual fund is promising you that it will provide a 15% profit, so it is not guaranteed. Okay, maybe there will be chances, maybe there will be some events, or you can say, for example, the COVID, that was very uncertain and it was not predicted. It was unpredictable event. Okay, so at that time it can happen that from the 50% you will only get 12% or 10% or 4 or 5%. It can also happen, right? But you should always go for the realistic approach, right? For example, if the Nifty is providing you 26%, okay, then you have to make the realistic approach. Then if you are investing in any mutual fund, so it can be providing you more than 60%, but the chances are very less. So make a realistic approach. If the mutual fund is providing you 20 to 22%, so then it is also acceptable return from my side, right? So always make your realistic approach. Just choose your time horizon, like for a, if you're going for the shorter time frame, if you will take more risk, only then you will be able to take the more returns. But if you want to if you want to lower your risk profile as well as you want to increase your profit, so then you have to go with the longer time frame as well, right? Then you have to invest more and in a very diversified manner, right? So that was the thing. So we have to take care of many things for safety of your capital and investment, and at the same time to gain the good returns as well, right? So this was the myth 3 that we have talked about. Okay, and then the conclusion. So invest wisely. In conclusion, understanding the truth about mutual fund is a vital for safe reasons. By debunking these myths that I have shown you, there are 3 myths. Okay, so you have to avoid those myths. Okay, just go with the real investment. हम टाइम टू टाइम आपको वीडियोस इन्वेस्टमेंट पे प्रोवाइड करते रहते हैं. जस्ट गो थ्रू देम. ओके, सारे टर्म्स को क्लियर करो. मेक योर इन्वेस्टमेंट वेरी वाइसली. ओके, एंड आज का अगर सेशन पसंद आया होगा तो लाइक कर देना, नीचे कमेंट कर देना. एंड इफ यू आर न्यू टू द चैनल, यू कैन सब्सक्राइब इट ऑल्सो. थैंक यू सो मच. दिस इज योर ट्रेनर अंकित सिंह रावत. हैव अ वेरी ग्रेट डे.